Hey, welcome back to the Dr. Quack podcast here. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for subscribing. And thank you all for all the feedback y'all gave me on my videos so far. This is the 6th installment here. This is a different topic. This is about stereotypes. And people want to admit it, people don't want to admit it. Basically, everybody's stereotypes one way or another. Whether it be, what color your skin is, what your sexual preference is, what your gender is. You hear a bunch of it. You hear everything. In fact, to even what team you cheer for, right? Go Pats. Yeah. I know, I did that, right? But we hear it everywhere. I mean, you see it all the time. Even in professions. You'll see it where, people think that they join the army and they're idiots. I've seen that. People have said they're not smart enough to go to college. I was pretty smart. I mean, I got probably about a 3.2 GPA, roughly, I think, somewhere around that area. And I could have went to college, but I decided to join the military, But yeah, some guys, it may have been the only thing they could have done. It might have been their best bet. But not everybody does that. I mean, it's weird. Like, even in my current profession now, car sales. By the way, if you're looking for one, come hit me up. But they always say we're a bunch of sleaze bags. We're always out to rip people off. No, that's not why I joined car sales. I joined car sales to sell cars, to help people, because I got to see a lot of people. I knew a lot of friends that have tough times getting cars, and I tried to help them the best I could to get them approved, to help them be able to drive to and from work when they need to, when they need to go, when they want to go out, when they want to go enjoy themselves. If they have an emergency, they want to go to the doctor's office, they want to be able to do that. Instead of having to call your friends. That was my purpose, and that still is my purpose to this day, to help people in that general. I was in medicine for 15 years. That's why I did it, because I wanted to help people, Not because there was a bunch of money in it, not because there's not always a bunch of money in any job you do. I mean, car sales, it can be a luxury reward, but at the same time, it can be tough on you. There's some months where you can really struggle and some months where you can really succeed, But you see a lot of stereotypes in general. You see, people think because you see an Asian that they're good in math and they can't drive a car. I mean, you see that all the time, and that's not always true. The thing with stereotypes is you shouldn't do it. It's hard not to because, I mean, even if you're like standing in line for food, like I just was. I was literally standing in line to pay for my groceries. And some lady is up there having trouble working her card to get the chip done. And I'm sitting here thinking in my head, is this lady stupid? Does she not know how to do this? Is it that hard? And I'm thinking about this, is the cashier this damn dumb or slow? And no, it wasn't. It was just a malfunction where all the machines went down. It's a hard thing to do, to be able to not be judgmental. I mean, you see a lot of people. Just because, you see the elderly, you think they're slow, and they're not always slow. Some of them are, some of them ain't. But that's like with anything. You have some that fit the category, and some that do not. It's crazy like that. So my biggest thing on this is you should really watch what you do. It's a hard thing, and I am probably the biggest criminal of this. I will raise my hand. Is one of the biggest things not to judge someone. And you don't even think about it. You just kind of do it. You don't even second guess it. You might think about it later on, but at the time you're just like, yep, this is what the fuck it is. And it's not. So that's my video on that. On subscription, on stereotypes there. I mean, a lot of people told me in my life that I wasn't supposed to do a lot of things because I wasn't smart enough. Or I wasn't fast enough, or anything like that. So I went against the grain. I told people I could do it, and I did it. I decided to go out there and succeed because that's what I wanted to do. So don't listen to the stereotypes. Don't listen to people when they tell you you can't do something because those people don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows if you got a shot or not except you. Right there. You. Right there. I love how this camera looks all the way over. Right there. I'm having way too much fun with this. Thank you guys for joining in. I'm just going on some rants today. I felt like talking about that. A buddy of mine brung it up to me. Thank you, Connor. Just felt like wanting to go over that a little bit. But, if you can, share the video. I got more coming tonight. I'd like to thank you all again for liking this, for subscribing to it. I'll post this on my Facebook. If you got any topics you want to talk about, please bring them up. I definitely love that. I'm looking for things to talk about. I have some ideas of my own, but I always like to hear what the crowd has to say. So, y'all have a good night. I will be back on here probably in a couple hours because I got a special guest who's coming with me. And this will be pretty good, I think. You'll see there with my friend. And y'all have a good night and go Pats.